All cameras went on strike, as if saying, "We're taking a break," leaving them blind to the morgue's happenings. So, detectives hurried to the morgue where the old man escaped and found a body missing. The detective ordered a full-scale search, believing the nonsense stemmed from a zombie scare. The assistant handed him the dossier, and the experienced detective raised an eyebrow. The deceased was Makar. He was the owner of a local tech company and just signed a big deal in Los Angeles, but little did he know, heart disease decided to launch a surprise attack at home. Coincidentally, before the forensic exam, the body went invisible. A scheme to hide the truth. Meanwhile, Doria, Makar's husband, sulked over her departure, then jumped on his motorcycle after the family left. He rushed to Carla's, embracing her like a new toy, looking lips passionately. It turns out Makar didn't die of a heart attack at all. Instead, it was Doria's antidote, the new Th16 poison. Talk about a crafty twist. This poison is like a ninja skill, invisible, lingering in the body for 8 hours before taking the heart offline with Zero. Once he confirmed his wife drank the wine, Doria stealthily slipped away like a cat on a mission. Watching a worried Doria, Carla sweetly poured him a drink, and sure enough, the cops called right after as if it were planned. On the phone, news was conveyed about Makar's corpse going missing, and in order to steer clear of unwanted attention and suspicion, Doria hastily mounted his motorcycle and dashed towards the funeral home as if he were in a racing competition. To cover up his panic, he boldly declared, "How dare you question my executive status?" Then he loudly interrogated the cops. "What kind of circus is this?" Old Ray had no choice but to recount the gods incident, as if memories were his only defense. In an instant, Doria transformed into the Mr. Nice Guy, hastily clarifying, "Makar is as friendly as a puppy." Seeing Ray's puzzled look, Doria became more agitated, like a cornered cat ready to pounce. Seizing the moment, he called Carla, demanding she rush to the hospital to check on the guard, just to ensure the cops weren't pranking him. The coroner took over from Ray, discovering Makar had no heart issues. The coroner speculated he may have had a heart overload due to long flights. Talk about the ultimate travel souvenir. Doria let out a sigh of relief while plotting in his mind. "I wonder if she's thinking of me. I bet she is." His wife had just passed, yet he was as calm as a cucumber, making the police raise an eyebrow in suspicion. Out of options, they decided to keep him temporarily locked up for investigation, fearing he'd closed the trap on them. Suddenly, the building went dark as if announcing a surprise in darkness, scaring even the officers out of their wits. Doria cautiously opened the door, only to find a mysterious metal box in his wife's freezer. Inside was everything from when his wife passed, as if she had a secret stash. Suddenly, Doria spotted a light nearby and broke into a cold sweat like it was a horror movie. He discovered the very vial of poison that just killed his wife and thought, "Oh no, this is bad." Old Ray hurriedly arrived with his men and severely questioned Doria, as if to say, "Is this your territory?" But when he saw everything, he instantly got it. Ray had that look of a detective who just solved the case. The officers rechecked the belongings and found the phone that should have been in the box was missing. Whoops. Doria deemed himself clever, silently giving all but the poison, like a superb actor. But facing Ray's warning, Doria finally slipped up and got pinned against the cabinet for a search. Before long, the hidden vial was found, with Doria's lab label glaring on the bottle. Oopsie daisies. Now he really couldn't wash his hands of this. While Doria scrambled to explain, his lover Carla called again. Doria fibbed that he was his sister, cutting Carla off before she could talk about a dedicated actor. He called Carla back in the bathroom, and she hurriedly reported that the god was still in a dazed small panic. Doria was momentarily taken aback, thinking, did Makar hear that? He had to bide his time, ending the call while investigating the missing body of Carla. Doria wandered to the window, sighed lightly, and planned to take a breather. But just as he was about to leave, he noticed the window had mysteriously opened again like a little ghost. A letter was left in the windowsill, with a love note from the Jolly Hotel inside. The back of the note read, "You are still by my side," and Doria's eyes went wide like saucers. After a steamy rendezvous with Carla a month ago, he found the record by playing his wedding proposal song. There was a love note from the Jolly Hotel on the table, making Doria realize it was the anniversary of his marriage to Makar Roops. Faced with an eager wife, Doria had just returned from his expedition with Carla, feeling a bundle of nerves. He gazed into Makar's teary eyes and, with no way out, decided to drop his pants and fight. Meanwhile, Carla sent a message saying, "I miss you," making him think, "I need to keep my focus." "You are still by my side," something only he and Carla understood. His heart raced furiously.